The French President Emmanuel Macron today avoided giving a direct answer on the raging Rafale deal controversy. He said he was not in charge when the multi-million-dollar deal was signed between India and France. While interacting with the press on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly, Mr. Macron was asked by NDTV whether the government of India had proposed to the French government or Rafale's manufacturer Dassault to pick Anil Ambani's Reliance Defense as its India partner. This had been claimed by the former French President Francois Hollande.
Tell France or Dassault at any point that they had to accept Reliance as an India partner for the Rafale deal?
Look, for the second question, I will be very clear. It was a government-to-government discussion, and I just want to refer to what Prime Minister Modi very clearly said a few days ago. And I have any other comment to say. I was not in charge at that time, but I know that we have very clear rules, and this is a government-to-government discussion. And this contract is part of a broader framework, which is a military and defense relation between India and France. And this one is very important to me because this is a strategic relation and not just an industrial relation. So that's my point. And I just want to refer to what Prime Minister Modi said on this situation.
The question was clear. Did the government of India in any way tell either France or Dassault that the Anil Ambani company has to get the offset deal in this matter? And that question was not answered directly, and that is clear from the answer you just saw. Also, I think one other aspect is the fact that the French President Macron has said that he wasn't in charge at that point in time. And then he goes on to talk about rules and the fact that this is very important to him. All in all, I think the big takeaway is that ever since the previous French President Hollande dropped that bombshell when he clearly mentioned that France didn't have a choice in picking Reliance, the Anil Ambani company, as the company that would get the offset, that is something that the French government is finding difficult to answer. Something even the BJP government is finding difficult to answer. Something the Congress and the other opposition parties have decided to attack them on. So I think the big takeaway out here is that the French president inferring in no uncertain terms two things. One, that rules have been followed, and secondly, the fact that even if there were some rules that were not followed, I wasn't in charge.